Hello, I'm Gary Jonas, founder and CEO of WhiteSands Treatment Centers. If you're watching this video, you've clicked on the tour button. At WhiteSands, we take the patient experience when not in treatment very seriously. What that means is that you're a patient from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., but at all other times you're considered our guest. Our philosophy is that a comfortable guest makes for a successful patient. We developed this philosophy years ago when we noticed that most patients were extremely agitated and that it was affecting their ability to focus and absorb their treatment. Treatment centers attributed that agitation to their withdrawal. I started to notice that it could have been more than just withdrawal, that the patients were being treated like cattle as opposed to guests at a resort. Of course, when a patient arrives at a treatment center, the purpose is to remove the substance that they were addicted to. But for some reason, the industry got to the point where they were taking everything away from the patient. What do I mean? Well, let's examine the typical experience upon admissions. Besides removing your substance of choice, they then took away your cell phone, your privacy, and put you in a room with someone you did not know and did not choose. They took away access to your friends and family. They took away all your space. They took away your TV programs and your internet entertainment. Essentially, they took away every habit you have, where our jobs are really just to take away your substance of choice. This became more like a torture test for taking away all habits and creature comforts. How uncomfortable can we make you? Can you handle 30 days of this? Can you even absorb complex therapy and treatment while under this type of duress? So we decided to change all of these policies. The only thing we don't give you is your alcohol or drug of choice, and the results were overwhelmingly positive. It turned out that the levels of agitation were not just withdrawal, but very much so, a patient being very uncomfortable in every way. When you're finished watching this tour, please go to this section titled "A Comfortable Guest Makes for a Successful Patient" and get acquainted with all the things that WhiteSands offers a patient in order to be comfortable and productive. Enjoy the tour.
Hi, I'm Brian Alexander. I'm a therapist and the director of the Life Skills program for WhiteSands Treatment Center. I'm employed at the WhiteSands Fort Myers facility, and my goal here today is to give you an overview of what to expect when you arrive here for treatment. I hope through the goal I can help you to understand a little bit about our philosophy of treatment here, maybe put some anxiety at ease so you can kind of see what the facility looks like, and just basically talk you through the process from admissions all the way through completing your treatment at WhiteSands Fort Myers. If we go this way, we'll head in and we can start with the admissions office. And I'll introduce you to some admission staff, show you our welcome center. We have security, so not just anybody can come in and out. So I'll open up the door and we can come on in. Upon your arrival for treatment, you'll be met outside by a behavioral health tech who will welcome you to the facility and help you get in here to get your consent to treat done and your assessment done by the nursing staff. We'll walk in here to the admissions office. Once you're in the admissions office, you'll have an eyes-on assessment done by the nursing staff, and you'll sign your consent to treat with admissions, and then you'll be escorted back to your room where you can get more comfortable, and the remainder of your assessments will be done over there. This is our welcome center also. As we're kind of taking place through it, you can kind of see where this is a community hub, and you'll start here with your tour going through that. We'll end up back over here also, and we'll talk a little bit more about this space at that time. So. All right, we'll head and take a look at the nurses station as well as show you what your room will look like during your detox process. During your detox process, you'll be in the nurses station, either in house 2 is a detox house. We also have house 3, which is over here, as a detox house, and house 1 is a detox house also. You'll be in these houses for about 5 to 7 days before you get moved to a different level of care and into your own house at that point. Let's take a look inside the nurses station and in your room. The main priority we have during your detox phase is that you're safely detoxed. We want to make sure that you're as healthy as you can be as you go through the detox process. This is where one of our rooms, and it's also where the nurses station is. See, we have nurses on duty all the time, friendly nurses. And this will be the bedroom that you'll have. The bedroom will be yours for about 5 to 7 days. After that time, you'll go into a residential area, and we'll talk about that when we get out that way. A couple of features about being in Detox. You're in Detox, this room, so you're close to the nurses station. There's nurses always available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have cameras in the rooms during your Detox. We know sometimes, again, just to kind of have that safety part of it. So this is the room you'll be in. About a week after that, we get you into the more in the community area with other patients at that time. So you'll also do morning vitals in here. Again, checking, making sure that everything is working well. You do all your medication. You come into this place during your time here. You'll always come to the nurse's station and get your medications. Once you've completed the detox process, again after that 5 to 7 days, you'll be put into a normal residential house. It's through this walkway, and we'll take a tour back through the way of the campus on the way back. As we make our way back, you'll see a series of fountains and different running water that really is a very spa-like, very serene environment. The landscaping, everything kind of about the setup of the campus is about peace, serenity. We like to think about healing mind, body, and spirit, and I think that our campus has such a nice, inviting, warm feeling that you can get part of the community, as well as just continue to be able to learn more about what it means to have inner peace and to find that during your time here as you begin to recover. This place is set up, there's 9 model homes. The nice thing about it being model homes is it feels more like you're in a residential setting than a hospital setting. We know oftentimes that's a big part of what patients really like about being here. There's a nice community feel to it. It almost feels like you're in a small town, I guess you would put it. Everyone's kind of there for each other. You'll be in one of these houses. As we make our way back, there's a men's pool as well as a women's pool. So let's take a look at the men's pool. You can see one of the areas and what one of the porches looks like on the back of the houses as well. This is one of my favorite places to sit. I know patients enjoy sitting out here with the water feature. Sitting out here doing some meditation, just enjoying some nice peaceful time, place to read. Nice place to just kind of find that inner sanctity as well. Also in the afternoons when the pool is open, a lot of our patients are able to find that community and just having fun together, hanging out in the pool and just enjoying being alive and being sober again. So it's a nice feature that we have here. Take a head back out the door and we'll head towards the residential house. This is the living room of one of the houses. Again, you get just the residential feel of it. Does not feel at all like a hospital setting for sure, and it's just a place where after groups all day long and after therapy, you need that place to kind of come and decompress and just kind of calm yourself down for the day. This will be a bedroom. All of our bedrooms are single bedrooms, so this bedroom will be yours by yourself. The nice thing about having a room to yourself is sometimes we want that alone time and need that time just to kind of get away from the community. So you'll have that here. You also, though, because you're in a house with 4 or 5 other people as well, you have the option of the community as well. One of the things that's nice about this facility is you just have that get-togetherness, the community, the fellowship that's really an important part of early recovery. Let's head out and you'll see a little bit more of the living room. Also, as we go through the living room, I want to make sure that you are aware of the kitchen that you'll have. The kitchen has a coffee pot in it, so you can always we have coffee on campus all the time, but sometimes you just want to make your own coffee and just kind of have some time in your own house with your housemates. As you move through levels of care, you'll also be able to cook your own breakfast and dinner also. So it helps you to kind of get reintegrated back into what life will be like once you get out of the safety of treatment. Before you move to that levels of care, though, you will have all your meals in the cafe, and we'll show you that when we get around to that. Just wanted to be able to see the nice kitchen, the nice setting area that is in here. All right, as we make our way out back through the campus, yet another strength that I believe that we have as a facility is the individualized treatment care that you'll get while you're here. we've been able to experience the peace, the serenity that is White Sands. But one of the other strengths that we have is our staff. Our staff here is highly qualified, has a lot of experience in treating addiction as well as the underlying issues of addiction. It's such a neat setting to be a part of, and as a staff member to be able to have the privilege of working at. One thing I want you to be able to make sure that you can see is while they're set up in housing areas, and you saw the inside of your house, this is actually my office. We can take a peek in, show you what your therapist's office will look like. We have both individual therapy as well as group in these rooms. You can kind of take a quick peek in here. Again, you'll do both individual therapy and group therapy during your stay while you're here. We'll talk about that in just a minute and elaborate on that a bit more. The running water features, the different fountains, the different pool area and everything just kind of gives that sense of new life. It does help you think about, how stale water sits still, but the running water here really does a good job of just kind of visualizing almost a cleansing of the body, the mind, and the spirit as well. One of the nice features that we have that helps to bring not only the community together during off hours, but also during group time is we use this gazebo. Oftentimes I'll use this gazebo to run my groups in. It's nice to be able to sit outside, enjoy some sunshine, and just to be able to enjoy the setting that is White Sands. I want to say a bit about our groups while I'm out here, if I could. You'll go to 6 groups per day. Part of those groups really do help you individualize your treatment plan. We have multiple group options. Each time that we do a group, we talk about coping skills, relapse prevention. We have a grief and loss group. We have groups on spirituality. We have yoga groups. We have meditation groups. We have a group pretty much for anything that you're interested in learning about. In addition to the multiple groups options, you'll also have an individual therapist who will work with you on an individualized treatment plan. The therapist will help you not only discover new ways to cope and deal with life, but he'll also help you with those underlying issues that are so much a part of addiction. Part of that help that we'll provide is called our Life Skills Program. The Life Skills Program really does help you to get reintegrated back into the things that work for your life. The one thing about addiction is it also affects your self-care, it affects your structure, and it definitely affects your support system. So a lot of the self-care is about getting that self-care structure and support system back in place. And your therapist will work with you daily to be able to help you get to that. All right, as we walk out, we'll leave through the gazebo and we'll head back out through the campus. We'll head back up to the Welcome Center and I'll show you a few more of our features about the Welcome Center. Back in the house, remember we showed you where you would be taking your meals as you move through your levels of care, but I mentioned that you'd be having breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the cafe during your stay here. I want to make sure that you get a chance to see the cafe as well so you can see where you'll be eating. We know, again, one of the most important parts about recovery is that whole treating the body. So during our food times, you have multiple food options. We make sure that you have as healthy a meals as possible so that you can start to get used to eating, taking care of yourself, and again, practicing that important nutritional self-care. So take a look inside the cafe here and see where you'll be doing that. So this is our cafe. During breakfast, lunch, and dinners, we have staff who serves a catered meal to you every single day, those 3 times during mealtime. We also always have snacks available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week here. Staff will have a table set up here where they'll serve the meals. You eat at the tables over there. Again, we always have a water machine and a juice machine, as well as fresh yogurt and things available for you also throughout the day. We also, from times, use this cafe for one of our group rooms also. So we talked about the group therapy, and a lot of times it takes place in here also. Another nice aspect about the cafe is that it's, again, the opportunity to kind of have that community. It's really another opportunity for you to be able to kind of come together, have a meal together, just get outside of yourself and be able to get, just kind of hang out with people that you get along with, that you like, and that you have some things in common with. So, all right, let's head out from the cafe and we'll head right back into the Welcome Center. A couple of other things to point out along the way. We have grills available every weekend. They do a nice cookout. We have several different smoking areas. We have 2 men's smoking areas and 2 women's smoking areas. That way you have the opportunity to kind of get together and just have that relaxation time together as well. We'll head back up this direction. House 1 is again another one of our detox houses, if you remember we talked about earlier. Go back inside of the Welcome Center and we'll point out some of the community fun activities and things that we have during this time in here. You notice we have a ping pong table, we have several tables around, we have a piano for those who like to play. This is really a gathering part of the facility as well, especially during our hot Florida summer. Sometimes you need a cool place for the community to come together. So they hang out in here. We recently, last night, had a Super Bowl party in here. So the group came together, ate pizza, ate some wings, and just had a good time together, enjoying what it means to have sober and to be clean and still have fun. Have puzzles, books, different things available during your time in here as well. So one other aspect that I want to make sure that you see as we leave this side of campus and go to the other is I'll show you our yoga room, our massage room, our chiropractor room, and we'll look at our gym. So let's head on that way now. Here we are at the spa area where again we continue to treat the patient mind, body, and spirit here. I'll take you through. We have a receptionist on duty. It's a nice peaceful setting where you have both chiropractor care. We have a chiropractor's office where you get chiropractor every week. We also have massage therapy that takes place. And then one of the greatest features we have over here is our yoga room. We have yoga 1 day a week in this room, as well as we use this room for meditation groups 2 times a week. So one of the group options you have throughout the week is to come in here and do yoga. As you can see, it's socially distanced the best we can, so we have a limited amount of patients that can do this, but we have you sign up in the morning so you can get in here and do some yoga and continue to learn more about how to have some peace. You walk through this door, I'll take you into the gym. Again, as we start to feel better, start to get more energy, we want to kind of have a place to continue to get healthy, and this is a great place to do it. Our gym has pretty much everything you need, to include a boxing area, treadmills. We have free weights as well as a weight machine, ellipticals, spin bike, pretty much everything that you'd want to continue to kind of get that healing process. We really do believe in just total transformation of the person during the time here, and the gym gives you that opportunity to do that. It's open both in the mornings and in the evenings, so you can do it about the same time you'll be doing it when you leave treatment. So. One of the things, again, we like to really make sure is that our patients realize that we are here to help treat the whole person. That's our passion in this work, to help you not only come here and save your life, but also to rediscover your passion for living life. As a therapist here, I know my individual passion has always been to help people discover what they want to do with the rest of their lives. We know that there's a whole world out there, and you come inside these doors to not only save your life, but to learn what it means to actually begin to live that. Should you have any further questions, you can always reach out to us as staff, and we'll do all we can to help you get here, and once you're here, to make sure you're safe and help you to begin to grow and find your passion for living once again.